trying to have better quality thoughts by trying to think better thoughts than the thoughts that you currently have. What do you think happens to those negative thoughts that you decide not to deal with, that you decide that you want to get rid of, and you want to shove and suppress them into your shadow? And if you want to manifest things in your reality, and if you believe that having negative thoughts is what's going to manifest negative things into your reality, yes, if you continuously keep having them, and it will essentially keep doing the same thing if you just suppress them. So in this video, I'm going to break down why it works this way. Let's get it. The reason why this works the way it does, because if you have negative thoughts, right, and you just shove them away, they're still active in your vibration. They're not going anywhere. So if you want to have better quality thoughts, the thing is to realize, why am I even having this negative thought in the first place? What belief is causing me to have this? What fear is driving this? So that's something for you to figure out. And what I find that helps me a lot is to really ask myself, what about this thought do I believe to be true? And why am I fearing that the outcome or the alternative is worse? What happens if I do show up fully as myself? What if I don't make my hair nice in this YouTube video? Is it not going to be as good of a YouTube video, right? What belief am I holding on to that's stopping me from doing this thing? What fear? And if I refuse to look at that, that fear is still going to keep playing its role into your physical reality. It'll keep showing up because you haven't fully looked at it and decided, well, that's not who I prefer to be, so I'm going to release it. So it's suppression of your negative thoughts versus actually releasing them. And sometimes thinking that let's just think better thoughts and our reality will manifest better things, to an extent, as long as you let go of the ones that you were already thinking of and not suppressing them. As long as you get rid of those negative thoughts and don't suppress them. And this works this way. The law of attraction, it works like a bag of marbles. You have this little bag of marbles here, invisible bag of marbles, right? Well, every single marble that's a thought, a belief, a fear, anything that's active that you've ever allowed yourself to think, you put it inside this bag of marbles, whether somebody else taught you it or whatever, right? Now, if it's in your bag of marbles, all you have to do is open the bag, which means you have to look within and pick it and realize, where did this come from, right? In the same way, it works like this. Let's say you have a lack of money issues, or you think money's really hard to get, or money's evil, or all these things, right? So you pull it out, and on the other side of that, you want money. Everybody wants it because it's an amplifier. It allows you to achieve more in your life. It helps you amplify the direction you're heading, right? However, if you have the lack of abundance marble being active towards your I want money marble, and I'm going towards it, and these two things are counteracting each other, right? So you got to look at where this come from. Maybe your parents worked long hours for little money. Constantly, you were growing up feeling like you were poor. You put that in your bag of marble. You weren't born with it. You were taught it. You learned it from somebody else's beliefs. And that keeps you stuck like Chuck in the back of a pickup truck, or like a marble stuck in the bag. So you got to pull them out, and you got to decide, what about this do I believe? And really, is it how cynical, out it goes, right? So we can't just keep suppressing them because you just put it back inside the marble bag. So that's what happens when you take your negative thoughts and you suppress them. You just put them inside the bag of marbles, and it's still active in your vibration. It works just like an AI prompt. You ever use any AIs to create an image? You put in there money, right? It's going to put the spitting image of money, mansions, cars, whatever it pulls up, and creates this beautiful image out of it. And on the other end of that, you put your belief of lack of abundance in the prompt. It's going to not give you any money, or maybe a little bit, but not as much as you want. It's going to be like this counter-reactive balance, right? So that's how this life works, this physical reality, simulated reality that's created from your own consciousness as you're experiencing it as a soul. So it's about having and allowing yourself to feel yourself into better thinking thoughts. It's about realizing what you're feeling, not suppressing it. As it's coming up, as you're feeling it, allow yourself to feel it, because the more you feel it, as long as you feel what you need to feel, you will release it. And you'll wonder, how cynical, how silly is it that I'm buying into this belief? When you know you're an eternal spiritual being, when you know you're the divine, when you're a part of the divine, a reflection of the divine. So stop allowing yourself to start choosing better thoughts because you're trying to manipulate the universe to giving you a better life. Feel the thoughts that you have and then let them go. And then go towards what feels better so you don't suppress it. However, if you're struggling to release the thought, or you haven't fully connected the dots yet, it is recommended, and I recommend it, that you do go ahead and find something else that does feel better so that way you can start leading towards that. And that way you can start feeling the vibration of feeling good again. Sometimes you need a break from these negative thoughts. Sometimes you do. Sometimes you're not going to find the answer to your solution or find out what you need to feel in the midst of pushing and pressuring yourself so much. Sometimes it is good to take a time out. You can't let it suppress, though. You have to let it go if you want that to change from your reality. If you want the thing that you want to come to you, you have to let go of the thing that's blocking it away. All right, so have an alchemizing day, and namaste.